Fresh out of prison, I'ma go give me an Angie.
Hi, it is your girl Marissa Star, and we are in the final chapters of the mommy reactions. The plan is to have this bitch wrapped up by the end of Veda, okay? Video every day in April, which I'm not participating in, but you know, mommies are apparently participating, I guess. Drama every day in April, shenanigans every day in April, BS every day in April. Okay. So y'all see the title. And I guess we gonna go out with a bang. So, this video may contain some cussing, some name calling, some dragging, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Y'all know my style. Nothing too harsh, nothing that's gonna hit below the belt per se. You know, depending on who you ask, y'all. Okay. But y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's giving. We're gonna wrap this thing up something proper because the people are coming with the shenanigans. So y'all come with the shenanigans, I come with the shenanigan response. Let's do it. So you see the title, Piss Po, no car, no walls, no parenting skills. This is the StrongMommyChrissy story, child, because it just is, child. Now, she done kicked off April. She done already let y'all know that she don't know the lineage, the parentage, the paternity of all of her kids. So, as if that wasn't enough, Honey Boo Boo must be low on funds because now she up here talking about her teenage daughter has gone missing. Now, we not talking 18 or 17. We not even talking 16, child. The damn girl is 14. The girl is 14. So let's shimmy on over to the projects, child. We're going to shimmy on over. Now, I did say embrace your natural self, but you got to ease people into this because you can't go from being 5 shades lighter with filters and all of the things just to boom, there it is, okay? So that's the problem with having the filters and the excessive makeup and the changing of the skin tone and the hair textures that don't fit our features. Once you strip all that off, bitch, you done shock the hell out somebody. And it's not that you ugly, it's just that, bitch, who are you? Who are you? So if y'all are confused, this is StrongMommyChrissy. Yes, the same StrongMommyChrissy we were talking about a few days ago. This is the same human being, same DNA, okay? Yeah. Couldn't be bothered to pick up the cups and bottles off the floor, but she did finally get, like I said, slowly but surely, she's getting little pieces of furniture, child. So we didn't upgrade it. We didn't upgrade it from an empty room. Now we have a chair and we have a rug, okay? So we're making progress, slowly but surely. Now see, while y'all down there to the rental center trying to hack into Jasmine Records, ain't nobody noticed that this girl ain't had no furniture since last year and she supposed to be the big baller shot caller of the mommy sector. Make it make sense. But since you can't, we're going to move on past that. Let's get into the story.
I'll keep it real with y'all. Judge your mama. Don't judge me. But, so yesterday, Cadence called me, right? And she's like, Mom. That's the day after school because the baseball game. Cadence got this little boyfriend or whatever at school, and he plays baseball. So she likes him. He support her and watch him play baseball.
Skirt. Cadence has what? Cadence has what, ma'am? Okay. I mean, you know, we ain't gonna, not too much on the kids, but okay, girl. Considering the fact that you was fucking at a young age, I don't know if that's the route that I would take with my child, but okay, we're not too much. We ain't gonna give you too much on that fact, cause kids gonna be kids, but okay.
So I said, yeah, she could stay. I was like, make sure you have your location on. What time does it start? What time does it end? Do I need to pick you up? Are you gonna get a ride? And whatever. So she's like, oh no. She's like, I'm not gonna say his name, but the friend's parents, who are cool, they're generally cool people. His dad is a cop, like, I'm familiar with them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take her home. Fine. Now that's where I fucked up, because I should have double checked that, but I didn't. My bad, my mistake, okay? So, I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds good to me. You know, she's went to the baseball game before. We haven't had any problems. Fine. So, around the time, you know, I checked her location. She was there. Where she's supposed to be. Teenagers, just gotta make sure. Just gotta make sure. So, you know, around the time it's supposed to be over, I checked her location again, right before I called. And she at 7-Eleven, right? She at the corner store, which that store is right by their school. They go to that store on a regular basis. Like, her Cadence's campus is open campus, so they're allowed to leave and come back. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm on a live stream. Hold on.
Here we go. So if you didn't catch the nutshell, honey, the girl wanted to stay to go to the baseball game, ends up walking to the store because her mom allows her to walk on and off of campus, you know, as she sees fit.
I hate when they do that. They do that to me too. They didn't bring a straw. But what was I gonna say? Thank you, Kim. Hey, boo. So, what was I gonna say? Where was I at? So yeah, she's at the course. So they're allowed to leave and go back to the campus. But now we're after school hours anyway. So she wasn't supposed to leave at school. That's the thing. That's problem number one. Okay. Nobody gave you permission to go to 7-Eleven. I don't care if you're allowed to go to 7-Eleven on lunch break. And Candace don't even be leaving the campus on her lunch break on a regular basis anyway. So why were you at 7-Eleven? For what? You ain't got no money. You didn't ask me for money. What's going on? So she's at 7-Eleven. So I'm calling her. Right? And at first she didn't pick up. I called her twice. She didn't pick up. So now I'm getting ready to get in the car. I'm getting ready to drive down there. Because what are you doing? Where are we at? What's going on here? You're not.
Enters the first lot. See, this is why we don't really get into SMC story times, because she will give you a sprinkle of the truth, but then she's gonna pour a gallon of lies on top of that little sprinkle, bitch. Where is the sprinkle? The sprinkle has dissolved because you have diluted it in a gallon of lies. Because what car? But y'all continue to listen, because then you go back and you contradict yourself. Continue to listen, please.
Not where you said you were going to be. You're supposed to get to school. Now you're at 7-Eleven. It's getting dark. What we doing here? So, she didn't answer. I waited about 5 minutes. She's still there. I'm watching her, right? She calls me back. And she's okay. So the issue was the boyfriend's, I use that term so loosely right now, parents, I guess, couldn't give her a ride. But nobody called me. Like, she didn't call me. Nobody called me.
Christina, so you allowed your 14-year-old to propose a plan to you, okay? Now, you said you know the adults involved, and you didn't even think to take 5 seconds, and you just stub your little fingers to get on the phone and at least bust out a text real quick. Hey, Cadence told me that she was catching a ride home with you all. Just wanted to make sure that was okay. And they could have hit you with a yeah or nah. But of course, you couldn't be bothered to stop whatever it is that you be doing, you know, because you don't have time to teach the kids. Don't have time to work with the kids. Don't have time to buy furniture. Don't have time to clean up. Just don't have time, girl. You are just short on time. You short and short on time. So, of course, you didn't have the 15 seconds it would have taken to confirm that your child was getting home safely. But let's continue.
I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. Well, I'll come get you. It's not a big deal. But, and then she's like, well, no, my other friend, no. I'm like, hey, listen, it's okay, right? I'll come get you. So, what ended up happening, though, was during the conversation, at some point, her phone died, right? Again. I don't understand why you're walking around with 5%. I don't understand what's going on. As many of those battery pack things that we have, why are you not prepared? You know?
Why is the child not prepared, she says? The child. Why is the child not prepared? Why is the child not communicating? Why didn't the child coordinate her own ride? The child.
Anyway, so her phone ends up dying. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go, right? Go up there. I go up there. She's not there. She's not there, right?
How, pray tell, did you get to the store, Miss Strong Mommy Chrissy? Miss 9 by 8. How did you get to the store? Now, you have 8 kids in your household, and your babysitter was the one you were supposed to be going to pick up. So, how did you get to the store, ma'am? You don't have a car. No car. How did you get to the store? And even if you did have a car, you can't get all your kids in the car. So, once again, how did you get to the store? And you could tell when she be lying, child. You could tell. She just put 20 on 10. Instead of just, blurting it out like a normal detail. No, it's the emphasis on, and I decided to do this. It's the extra detail. She gives extra. It starts to be extra emphasis.
Right? I'm laughing now, but it's not funny. I go up there, she's not fucking there, y'all. So I'm freaking out because now her phone is dead. I don't have her location. Her last location was like across the street from the corner store. And it's like my baby disappeared into thin air, right? So I'm like, it's dark now, right? And I live in an area where I'm on the outskirts of the city. I love being in the outskirts of the city. Like, I don't like being in anybody's city. I'm in the suburbs, pushed back on the outside. So although this area is built up a little bit, there are still fields. At night, there's no fucking street lights anywhere. It's dark. And my daughter has no sense of fucking direction. She doesn't know. She don't walk nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why would she leave? Why would she leave this store? You know what I'm saying? Like, where would she go, right? So I'm like trying to figure it out, right? So I get into her Instagram. I message her best friend. And I'm like, hey, when's the last time you talked to her? And she was like, oh, earlier, So I had talked to her since, they hadn't talked since earlier. So I was like, okay, give me the boyfriend's number, right? So I call him, and I'm like, where's my kid? Like, she was here the last time I talked to her. Her location pinged across the street, and she's nowhere to be found. It's dark. She has no phone. She's by herself. What's going on? When's the last time you saw her?
Once again, putting the burden of responsibility on the children, the kids. So you want me to tell you where your kid is at when you should have got up off your ass or had somebody else get up off their ass because we know you don't have a goddamn car. This is why. This shit be irresponsible and ghetto for no reason. You are a downtrodden ass bitch because it seems like to me you would have got up off your ass when she was at the store and went immediately and just went and got her. When she said she didn't have a ride, what was the hesitation, girl? What was the delay? So you waited till the phone went dead and all of a sudden you're concerned. So you weren't concerned when she said she didn't have a ride because you ain't got a ride neither. That's why.
And he's like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. He was like, she was at the store. He's like, I think that she was trying to walk. I'm like, walk where? We in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. What are you talking about walk? There's nothing but fields, grass, windy roads, and darkness back here. What the fuck do you mean she walked? You know what I'm saying? Walked where? So, he's like, I don't know, whatever. So, 14-year-old boys, they don't know shit. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm going to have to call the police because my daughter's not going to be out here being lost, okay? That's just not going to happen.
What the police going to do that you couldn't do? Chrissy had to call the police because Chrissy doesn't have a car to go look for her own child. Now, between the store and where you live at, I'm pretty sure she was somewhere in that vicinity, girl.
I'm not going to do that. So I was like, okay, let me look around and drive around and see if I can find her. I couldn't find my kid. She was nowhere to be found.
Girl, in what were you driving around?
So I'm driving around, 15 minutes go by. Up and down, I'm not finding her. It's dark. I'm scared at this point. I'm scared for her. So, and I still don't know where she's at. Phone's still dead, whatever. So I call my sister, and I'm like, listen, Cadence is missing. I can't find her. She was supposed to be up here at the store. She's gone, right? No trace of her. Nobody's seen her. Nobody's heard from her. I love how you tell a story because I'm at the edge of my seat. Listen, girl, I'm trying to tell you. So my sister's like, as soon as I called her, I texted her because she didn't answer the first time. I'm like, oh my God, call me ASAP. Cadence is missing. I can't find her. So she's like, what the fuck you mean you can't find her? She's like, I'm getting in the car right now. So she packs up my nephews, gets in the car and speeds. I'm like, I'm going to meet you at the house in case she's at the house. So I go to the house. I meet her at the house. I get out. I jump in her car and we're driving.
You's a motherfucking lie. And the truth is not in you, bitch. You called your sister because your irresponsible ass has yet to obtain and secure a vehicle that will fit all of your children. You called your goddamn sister because she's the one with the car. You are footing it, bitch. Fat footing it at that. Cankling it, bitch. That was a cute spin on events, but let's be fucking for real.
Right? My nephew's in the back calling her, blowing her up. Next thing you know, he sends a message and it delivers, right? He's like, her phone has to be charged now because my messages went through. So I call her and she's like, hello? I'm like, hello? Where are you? Like, what happened? Like, everybody's looking for you. Mind you, this is about an hour. An hour of time had passed from the time I talked to her last and she was gone off the map on my Find Mine to when I talked to her. So I'm literally thinking, my God, my kid could be in somebody's field, somebody's basement. This is a Lifetime movie playing out right now. So I'm like, where the fuck are you? Like, what happened? Like, why would you walk? Where are you going? Like, I have all these questions. I'm like, where are you right now? I don't know. What the fuck you mean you don't know? I don't know. Well, how did you get there? I don't know. Well, what, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Okay, send me your location right now. So she's like, okay. So she sends me the location. My sister drives over there. And she's like, she's at somebody's house. Excuse my fucking French. She has some fucking white people's house. And I'm like, who are these people? She's like, I don't know. I just walked up here and asked if I could use their charger. And I'm like, first of all, let's back up. My daughter left 7-Eleven, right? Even after I told her, I'll come get you. Decided that the smartest thing to do possibly would be to leave the 7-Eleven where it's lit and it's a public area. Not call me from the 7-Eleven phone. Not ask somebody at 7-Eleven, the guy in the back, do you have thumbs? I'm stranded, I need to come. Whatever, none of that. None of that went through the brain. Her first thought was to leave, walk in the middle of pitch black dark, to a random neighborhood in the opposite direction from which we live. And walk up to some random white people and say, may I please use your charger? Do you have an iPhone charger I can use? I'm going to tell you something. If I didn't flash right then and there, you better be glad I love my daughter. Because I was like, why? Oh, God's green earth, would you think that was something smart to fucking do?
Christina, what life skills have you taught your children? Christina, what emergency information have you ever gone over with your children? Christina, what survival tips have you provided your children? So you have an expectation of your child to know certain things in which you are not equipped. And how we know that you're not equipped to teach these kids a goddamn thing, bitch, because you don't know nothing. You still don't know how to utilize a motherfucking condom or birth control or even be able to track your ovulation, girl. So are we entrusting human beings unto you? Not by choice, bitch. Not by choice.
Don't ever do no dumbass shit like that again. You walked from a safe place, okay, all the way. She walked ahead of me about 15-20 minute walk down. I mean, I'm 32 years old. I wouldn't have even walked down there. What? There wasn't not one street light. Me and my sister were going through like, I can't believe she walked through here. Like, you gotta set a boat, girl. What the hell? So, all the way home, I'm like, so you didn't think to call me from the 7-Eleven and ask to use their phone? She's like, I don't know your number by heart. You don't know my number by heart? You don't know your grandmother's number by heart? You don't know your auntie's number by heart? Girl, you got to know somebody's number by heart. Huh? You just coasting through life. If there's ever any type of emergency, you don't have your phone, somebody takes your phone, whatever, you can't call for help.
Now, these are things that you would discuss with your child who is in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, maybe even third grade, child. Now, my child, who recently turned 7 years old and who is in the first grade elementary school, knows my number by heart and knows his address. You know why? Because those are basic life skills that people who do not have 9 children with no fathers have the time to sit down and teach their kids. Bitch, don't nobody play like that. Now raise your hand in the chat if you have taken the time and you were taught as a child that it was essential to always know a good contact number for somebody in your family and for your child to know their motherfucking address. Now, I will give Chrissy's kids the benefit of the doubt on the address because it changes every 3 to 4 business months. But as far as the phone number, that's all on you. So you got all these kids running around and they don't even know your number by heart, bitch. Your 14-year-old doesn't even know your number by heart.
No sense of direction. She just walking in the middle of blind dark because she was going the opposite direction of where we live. And I'm like, you know, you can't do things like that. You just can't do things like that. Okay? Thank God she was okay. She was safe. Because that could have ended up really bad. I'm like, you know, Kaden, you have to think of things like this. Number 1, this world is crazy. Number 2, we live in a part of town where there's no buildings. I mean, there's buildings, but there's not a lot of buildings. There's a lot of fields. You could be in one of these basements somewhere, and nobody will know where you're at. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to hear you out here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could pick you up, throw you in their van, snatch you up, take you to their house out here in one of these little, fields or something, and baby, we'll never see you again. Don't ever do no shit like that. So anyway, now she's probably more petrified than she was before because me and my sister are like, oh my God, I'm never do that again. So, but then, in the midst of that, like when we were still looking for her, my nephews, who were older than her, not by much, but you know, they're a few years older than her, are pissed at the boyfriend. From a boy standpoint, they're like, this motherfucker left my cousin at the store. So, let me back up. I'm jumping all over the place. I'll read y'all comments in a second. So,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a damn. We're gonna scroll past this, but y'all get the gist of what's going on here. Just piss po. So we're gonna blame the kids because we didn't equip them with the tools necessary to navigate the world safely. I think the fuck not, bitch. You're piss po.
Phone, but she doesn't know my number or whatever. Then at that point, you take the phone, you go charge it, tell her stay here. I'll go charge your phone for a few minutes. You can get into your phone, call your mom, whatever, or call your parents and do something. But you don't just go, you got it? You good, right? All right, I'm out. Like, what? You already broke your parents' rules by leaving the house. So why the fuck would you break your parents' rules, go to the gas station, and then continue, and then just leave? Like, you might as well stay there at that point, So, anyway, my nephews were pissed about that. And hell, I was mad about that too. But it was funny. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. You know what I'm saying? They was really, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, it's not his fault. The whole situation, I don't blame him for this whole situation. I blame Cadence for leaving in the first place, not having a phone charge, things like that. But as a young man, if you're going to be, at this stage in the game, it's time to learn these lessons so that when you get older, as you grow, you learn, okay, I bet you'll never do that shit again. I bet you'll never do that shit again. Okay? And Cadence, too, I bet she won't never do that shit again either. And now she's on punishment for leaving. And I have her phone, so she's on a little bit of a punishment right now. But at the end of the day, it was a lesson learned for everybody on both sides, both her side and his side. That's it. She's learning and going, right? Welcome, everyone. Be sure. Yep, thank you. He just needs some guidance, and the fact his dad is a cop is crazy, right? I hit this fast because I work on missing people and unsolved cases. See, I read when I was saying dating.
Couldn't have been my son because, bitch, ain't nobody about to fire my child up because you are not responsible for your own fucking kid. Because, bitch, at what point in time did I tell you as the adult? See, adults communicate with adults. At what point in time did I confirm with you as the adult that we were going to assume responsibility for your child after this game was over? Never, not ever, bitch. It was never a conversation. So far be it from your grown ass to try to place the responsibility on my child. As far as he knew, he probably went on about his business like he usually do after a game. And she probably said, oh, I'm just going to walk to the store, do, blah, blah, blah. He's not responsible for another child. See, that's your problem, bitch. You accustomed to your kids being responsible for your other kids. No, a child is not responsible for another child. Your grown, crusty ass is responsible for your child. So once she said, I'm at the 7-Eleven, you should have called your sister to go up there and pick up your goddamn daughter and bring her home, if that's what you was concerned about. Knowing that you couldn't do it yourself. So now you want to place the blame on another child who is the same age as your child. Huh? So yeah, I couldn't have been that boy's mother because, girl, who the fuck you talking to? And about what? They probably already don't want their son even associating with your goddamn daughter because your mama got what? Your mama is who? Huh? No, thank you.
That's exactly true. Why did his parents just leave her there? So that was my thing too, because like like I said, her and this little boy have been talking for a while now, right? So this is not the first baseball game of his that she's went to, and this is not the first time, like that she's that she said that she got a ride with them, but she went a ride with whatever. So I was under the impression that it was like, I guess they didn't have time or something like that. But at that point, just call me. You know what I'm saying? Call you back.
No, sweetie. Don't be under an impression when it comes to your child. Did you confirm with the adults that they were going to safely transport your child to your home? So being that you didn't confirm, you don't know what conversations took place because, bitch, number one, you're never present. And number two, you didn't take the 15 seconds to confirm. But you want to place the blame on other people. But at the end of the day, if your daughter goes missing and she end up hacked up somewhere in a goddamn empty field in no man's land, Colorado, whose fault is it? Who's hurting? Who's shedding the tears? Who's looking stupid? You, and you.
It's not a big deal. Actually, I should have probably been sitting outside that fucking school waiting for her anyway. So, and I like I said, I'm a big girl. I wear my big girl drawers every day. When I get out, I put my big girl panties on. So, I probably dropped the ball a little bit too because I'm like, okay, well, we've done this before.
No, you dropped the ball completely. You dropped the ball completely. You always check in with an adult who's going to be assuming responsibility of your child.
This will be fine. So just was from the beginning, it was just a recipe for disaster. So we're going to change some things going forward. Going forward,
Get a car, bitch. Get a car that fits all your kids, bitch. That way you don't have to worry about it, honey. Get up off your ass, bitch.
I allow her to do things like that. I'm going to be one picking her up or dropping her off. And not only that, she won't be doing this for a while because she really, everybody had anxiety. Everybody was upset. We were worried sick. This was dangerous. If you don't know your address and you can't even remember at least one important contact out of your phone, you don't need to go anywhere anyway because anything can happen. And, so his parents may have been totally unaware of they're supposed to and all that. I don't think they pre-planned to ask the parents to arrange that. I think that they were just like, hey, can you? And they're like, no, we're busy. We have things to do. We can't. I'm not that type of parent, but I can't.
The fuck? Girl, you don't even take your own goddamn kids nowhere. Ain't nobody ever asked you to transport their motherfucking kids nowhere. Bitch, in what? And where they gonna sit? Talking about what type of parent you are. Your kids don't even have no goddamn friends over to the house, bitch. What are you talking about?
Make somebody do something or not, I don't care. Like, if it was me and Cadence asked me to take her friend home, even if I had somewhere to go,
Sorry, we don't have room, bitch. All 12 of my kids is packed up in here. We lapped up at this time. What the fuck are you talking about? These bitches kill me with these hypothetical fantasy situations that can never fucking occur. What you gonna get a kid a piggyback ride? Oh, girl.
like,
The delusions. The delusions.
I want to make sure you get home safe. I've done that before. You know what I'm saying? Cadence knows that her friends can jump in my car and I will take them as long as their parents say it's okay. I don't transport kids without their parents' permission. But in a situation like this, your phone is dead. You can at least sit in my car and charge your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to sit up here and just leave you like, fuck you, bye, gotta go. Like, but they probably didn't know the severity of the situation. And like I said, at the time, her phone wasn't even dead. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't put this on them because I know how these kids do. They be planning shit behind your back. Next thing you know, it's last minute. It's like, you should have told me that up front. I didn't plan for this. My kids do that to me all the time. Kingston called me the other day from school. He wanted to try out for soccer. He needed cleats and a physical, and soccer trials for the same day. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. That's not how we do things around here. You need to give me some time. You need to give me a couple days, weeks notice. I know they advertise soccer tryouts weeks before the actual tryout date. Why did you wait till the day of to have put it all on me? Kids do that. You know.
Why, as a parent, don't you know that your kid is interested in sports? Which of your kids get to participate outside of that goddamn rancid ass household? At this point, your kids are probably, bitch, they'll probably play lacrosse and Marco Polo and goddamn swimming team. They'll do anything to get the fuck from around there. Bitch, we'll play pity pat if it'll get us up out of this goddamn house.
Saying, I don't know why they get a pleasure out of seeing parents stress and sweat, but they do. I can't explain it. But it sounds like, oops, this is my bad.
A fool.
His parents were weird. Yeah. Welcome everyone. Be fine. Then he probably, all right. She said, you gonna be good? Yep. I'm out. I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was that deep. You know what I'm saying? I think that he was like, oh, it's fine. And then parents. That's me and my mom. Like, girl, I'm 33, married with 3 kids. And like I said, it's sad. It's kind of depressing. But that's literally the way that it is. I would have been too fucking scared to leave. I don't even know where she got that. I don't even know why she did that. And then I was like, you didn't think to ask the people at 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven doesn't have a phone. Girl, huh? 7-Eleven doesn't have a phone. Every business establishment in America has a phone. How the hell did what? And she's like, well, I asked for a charger, and then he took me to the chargers that you have to buy. And my Cash App was locked. And then my phone was dead. I did it like...
This is the result of being inequipped to provide any type of energy flow, knowledge flow, social skills flow, life skills flow to your kids because you are an empty fucking vessel. Your kids have spent the majority of their life cooped up in the fuck. Half the time you don't have a car. Number 2, when you do have a car, it don't fit your entire family size. And number 3, you spend half the time chronically broke and transient. So what life skills would you like your child to have besides knowing how to change a fucking diaper and make a goddamn bottle? She'll be a hell of a daycare assistant. But as far as survival skills, where would you like your child to get those from, honey? You have to experience the world and experience life in order to gain those skills.
So you just left. You just decided to leave. Like, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to go walk some miles in the dark and go to a random white person's door and say, can I use your iPhone charger, please? And it is 9 o'clock or whatever time it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Have kids, they say.
No, you have work to do, they say. There's no way your 14-year-old should be walking around. She don't even know her fucking phone number. Because technically it used to be the house phone, bitch. But at this point, it's your mama's cell phone, your daddy's cell phone. So that's her phone number. All kids don't have no cell phone. But you need to know your phone number. To whereas I can call this house, be it a landline, be it a cell phone. But I need to be able to call your household and somebody answer the goddamn phone. You are inadequate. Not your child. She ain't do shit but try. She working with what she's been provided, girl. She's working with what she's been afforded, which ain't much. Like I said, she could probably make a mean Similac bottle. Could probably change a shitty diaper in 2.5 seconds flat without getting shit on her hands. But as far as actual life skills, where would you like her to get those from?
It'll be fun, they say. No. I ain't had fun yet. When does the fun start? Because it's not been fun for me at all. I'm joking, but still, like, that's how I was feeling last night. Like, where? What? This can't possibly be my daughter. Because I know I had more common sense than that when I was 14. Nowadays, the phone thinks for them. The algorithm thinks for them. They don't think for themselves, and it's obvious. Like, what the fuck? We gonna have to have a talk. We gonna have to really have a talk. And we did. Okay, like, we spent about an hour, like, just, okay, so this didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. You need to know your address. You need to know this. So she's out of school today. They don't have school. So today she's gonna be writing over and over our address, my phone number, her grandmother's phone number, her auntie's phone number, all of the important things. She's gonna write. As soon as she gets up, she's gonna be writing over and over and over until she fucking gets it. Because there's no way.
While you over there posting goddamn TikToks talking about how many kids you got, bitch, you need to be sitting down working with your kids so they can know bare minimum ass information.
All right. And we just had a conversation of trust, because I want to make sure that we leave those lines of communication open. I want to be able to trust you, you should be able to trust me, and we should be able to communicate and have that open dialogue there, right? So we just had this discussion about it, and I explained to her, but she should have already known, but she never know. I don't assume shit with these kids. Obviously, they don't know. I assume she knew her address. I won't be assuming shit with her anymore. But I told her, I was like, trust has to be earned. It's not gained. You don't just get trust. Even you as my daughter, right? I don't trust in you. You have to earn that.
Girl, what? Who the fuck taught you that? Why would you not trust your child unless she gave you a reason not to? Huh?
Right? So that when you earn it from me, then I will allow you to do this or do that, because I trust that you are responsible enough to make the best decisions possible, or, you know, to communicate with me when necessary, which is all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that has to be earned. So if you don't earn it, you don't have it, I don't give it to you, and you never can do anything or whatever.
How the hell can you earn trust as a child if your parents never trust you to do anything? That don't make no fucking sense. Y'all always put the burden of basically trying to make kids raise them goddamn selves. So I gotta be the irresponsible one. I gotta play the grown-up role. I got to demonstrate myself as trustworthy in order for you to trust me. And you my goddamn mama. As opposed to you just trusting me and giving me the skills I need to make good decisions. And then if I do something against the information that you have afforded me, that's a different story.
We just had this discussion. And so in the car last night on the way back to the house, I'm like, we literally just had this discussion. You know, you have to, if I can't trust that you can stay where you're supposed to be at, because like I said, she shouldn't have left the school, but I understand, you know, if the school is closed or whatever, it might be dark, whatever, I don't know. She may have felt safer at the 7-Eleven. But even if that's the case, you know, you don't just continue to, you know, leave from every place that you're supposed to be at with a dead phone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't trust that you can make the best decision possible. I can't trust that. So no longer will you be able to have that leeway.
So you didn't afford her the information she needs to know how to handle particular situations, but you expect her with the 14-year-old brain to just know how to handle particular situations. Well, that's fucking confusing. So at this point, what does she even need a parent for? If she gonna have to just figure it out on her own, why does she need a parent, honey? You really out here thinking that 14-year-olds have critical thinking skills to the point where they don't need guidance? If that's the case, she might as well just move out on her goddamn own, child. Bitch, you never sat down with me and made sure I knew your phone number by heart. I didn't know that was a thing. How is she supposed to know that's a thing unless you sit down and tell her? It's like you want to take the burden of parenthood off of you and put it onto the child. You don't know what you don't know. That's why we have parents. That's why we have mentors. That's why we have guidance. Make it make sense.
And she took him out, right? So anyway, so now she's on what's it called thing, and I better not hear that boy's name. I better not hear her talking about that mother at all. You won't be seeing him, and you can say hi in the hallway. Hi. That's it. You won't be supporting him at no baseball games, girl. No. All that's dead. Okay. And hopefully my nephews never catch up with him, because if so, phones taking over, kids don't know. Like, right, exactly. I'm a school nurse. I only know my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders when I ask for mom or dad's name or number. Right. No, call you right away and say she's going to be at 7-Eleven if her phone didn't die. So exactly, Shara.
That was, you talking about right? Girl, that was shade. The woman said her 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders know their parents' contact information. How do you think they know that? Because the parents made sure they knew that. That is shade.
She should have called me right away. And when I talked to her, so stay right there. I'm not
Goodbye.
without their parents knowing or being like okay for that. But if in an emergency situation, I don't care if I have somewhere to go, it can wait. Especially if it's a girl. I don't care if it's even a boy. Like if it was reversed and it was me, like I said, I'd be like, hey, where do you live? Okay, your phone's dead. Okay, get in the car. Let me just take you over here real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that he got home safe or they got.
So basically, in a nutshell, Chrissy's daughter was missing in action for about an hour, and it's everybody's fault except for Chrissy's. Okay. Did y'all catch the gist of that? Okay. So like I said, piss po, no car, no walls, no parenting skills, because, girl, what? Let's scoot on over to the transient mother. The transient mother, Olivia K. Johnson. And the K is for what? Keep leaving her kids. That's what the K is for. Duh.
No, I mean, I can get on here. I don't have to talk about nobody. I don't have to talk about a bunch of shit except for answer your guys' questions and, you know, talk about certain shit as much as you guys want to talk about it. But come on, guys. At a certain point in life, we're going to have to get over it. Like, you got, like, the people, I'm not going to say everybody because it's not everybody who's doing it. It's just, but y'all see it. Okay, be fucking correct. You guys are not dumb. You guys are not blind. You guys see how they love to bring my ex up. They love to bring my kids up. That's their favorite thing to do. And they do it because they think that it's going to hurt me. When really, let me teach y'all something that your mama should have told you. You don't play with one of her kids. You don't play like that. You don't play like that. There's a lot of things. You call me ugly, call me fat, call me whatever fucking line. Bro, you can call me whatever you want, but you don't play with one of your kids. But it doesn't bother me, because like I said before, I make peace with it. And everybody who continues to do that, you're basically digging your own grave.
Honey, how were people playing with you about your kids when you don't give a fuck about your kids your damn self? If anybody's playing with you about your kids, it's you playing with yourself about your goddamn kids.
You're stacking up your own karma. You're stacking up your own problems that are going to come back to you. So, I'm not even sitting here telling you not to do it. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever your little heart desires. You know, because a lot of bitches don't like me. I make you feel uncomfortable. I make you mad. I make you angry. So, I guess the best thing to do is try to hurt my feelings. But it doesn't hurt my feelings. Just so you know. But I can come on here, have 297 people in the chat, and I'm chilling. Like, I don't need to come on here and talk about my secret baby daddy. I don't need to come on here and talk about anything, like anything controversial. I mean, I just come on here and I just look pretty and I just do what I want to do, period. Okay? People do. I feel like I have to explain this to y'all all the time. You're too strong for that. No. And I'm not just saying like the secret baby daddy thing because of whatever. I'm saying like because y'all actually think I have a secret baby daddy. You know, you got that?
It was never a secret, girl. Where is the secret? Chrissy had a baby by a stranger. You got a baby by solo. Like, what's the secret?
You know, I gotta break it down because y'all be a little sloppy now. Yeah, you got it. It's because you used to be an open book. I was an open book. I sure was, right? Talking about everything. I used to really let y'all know in my life like that. Because you used to be an open book and that's why a lot of people follow. So now it's like you're speaking in code and it's irritating.
Facts.
I'm not trying to speak in code. What y'all want to know? Look, I'm letting you guys have an open floor to ask me questions. Ask me the fucking questions. What y'all want to know? If I don't want to answer, I don't answer it. But y'all don't even take the opportunity to ask me shit.
Did I miss when she got her nose pierced on the other side? When that happened? I ain't been paying attention. This girl got money for everything except for them goddamn kids. Okay, girl.
Y'all come on here and be like, why'd you leave the kids, bitch? Blah, 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 blah. Like, come on here accusing me.
That's what we want to know.
Put me down and shit, bitch. You don't get a finger in your face. But if you want to come on here and be a grown ass woman and be like, what up, bad bitch? Girl, you want to be like, what's up, boo? So why did you do this? What happened with this? What happened with that? You know, I'll keep talking about it. Maybe that's okay. That's just weird to be so obsessed with strangers' kids. Yeah, it is weird. It is really, really, really fucking weird. It is. It is. And it's grown ass women. Probably with kids. Very obsessed with women. Weird. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, I blame it on the world. How the world's obviously getting in Michigan. Or neighborhoods in Michigan. And they'll show you, like, different neighborhoods. They'll show you, oh, God, I should have on this phone. looks bigger than you. You look just like around. But I could never find like a company that did. Hey, Jennifer. So, this shit has really shallow extra calories. It's just everything. They should shut that. These people don't know what nothing is done. So, it's their problem. I'm not what people think of me. I'm not what people expect to say or going to tell me. I'm not that person. I always do my best, put my best foot forward, and I've been the best mother, the best woman, the best person that I possibly could be.
Damn.
And that's what I will continue to do. People will continue to try
Well, that's sad.
tear me down any which way they want or they can, and I will continue to rise above it, period. So that goes for in my personal life and on the internet. Hey, Jennifer. So it is what it is. At this point, I'm fucking used to it. I've had all my exes go bad on me. Almost all my friends go bad on me. People are like, oh, you're the common denominator. No, bitches are just fucking jealous.
Huh?
Bitches and niggas are just fucking jealous. They can't get over a bitch. They're mad. They're impressed. They're stressed. They're mad. You are just fucking mad.
Well, that's confusing.
You know? And it is what it is.
Y'all jealous of Olivia, okay?
Any which way a person wants to hurt me, they can't hurt me. And when the time is right and when the time comes, all I need is my babies. My babies will be back with me. We won't have to deal with no bullshit, no negativity, nobody trying to keep them away from me, no nothing. Like, I like to think of myself as free, but honestly, I'm not free. I'm not free until they're free. And
free the kids.
From that shit. So, I don't know.
Free the kids.
But you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's number one. So, since you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Free the kids.
Stay tuned. You feel me? And I'm not trying to say that in a rude way.
They locked up. They won't let them out.
On some real shit.
He won't let them. They locked up. Robin's locked up. Hey. Christian's locked up. Oh. Ryan's locked up. Hey.
And as weird as the fuck that
Free the
is,
kids.
that's gonna upset bitches. It will upset a lot of bitches when my babies come home to me.
Free the
kids. Praying on my downfall are gonna be so fucking mad. When bitches
Free the
should be happy
kids.
that they're back with their mom. What the fuck? Bitches are weird as fuck.
You know the main people that's gonna be upset is gonna be your goddamn kids, bitch. If ever a court official, representative, personnel is dumb enough to return them kids to you full time, the main people that's gonna be upset is Robin, Christian, and goddamn Ryan, child. Because we gotta go back to eating at 1 p.m. I gotta go back to making sure my siblings is good until mommy gets out of bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We going back to dark circles under our eyes because we ain't got no goddamn sleep. We going back to missing goddamn school. Oh no. We gotta go back to not participating in any activities because mommy gonna say she ain't got the money. But then she comes back with a new tattoo. Girl, them kids is not trying to come back to trap life living. Them kids is now considered bougie, baby. They over there wearing Jordans. They tired of wearing all Ross. Now, there's nothing wrong with discounted stores, but bitch, all Ross all of the time? Ross only has certain things at certain periods of time, bitch. I want to wear the latest Jordans, ho. Not them damn Reeboks. Your kids over there eating good, looking fashionable, and participating in activities. They don't want to come back to living with you full time.
I heard somebody say the other day that I've never been stable in my life and I've never had my own place. Like, what? You guys are getting so crazy, out your minds delusional to the point where you...
When were you stable? You dropped out of school. That's unstable. You got pregnant by somebody you barely even knew at a young age. That's unstable. You left and kept bouncing between state to state to state to state. Got pregnant again. Bounced some more. State to state to state to state. Got pregnant again. Bounced some more. State to state to state to state. Where was the stability? The most stable part of your life was the fact that Gerard was dumb enough to stick around for 8 or 9 years. And now that's gone, girl. Where was the stability, love?
You bitches forgot that every single place I've ever lived in, I paid for it and has been in my name. Oh my goodness. It's been illusions for me. This hair though. Oh my god, it's just so thick and full. Look at this. I don't have a fucking blanket on, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, you never had that before, huh?
That's right, man. together. Girl, I mean, there was a brief moment, but no. We were not getting back together. We were not. No. That's why. And I'm going to talk on that. I don't want to, look, not too much, okay? Because the bitch, she's so sad. She went to ex back. No, it's just grown women talking about grown women shit. Sorry. People don't like it because people don't like the way the story went. But, they don't like the fact that it's obvious to see everything that played its part. You feel me? But yeah, including that nigga cheating on her multiple times, coming back to me, wanting to move back and all that extra stuff. And you know, I couldn't deal with it. I told you guys once before. Once I knew who he was fucking with and what he was doing. I mean, I'm already. Y'all, we'll talk about it later. Let's not even talk about that. I'm gonna have a whole video on cheating. We don't talk about it because that shit is so hard to deal with. And we can talk about it. I don't fuck if y'all know who my ex is. Oh well, too bad, so sad, you're mad. Okay, shit, get over it. But yeah.
This hair is too dark for you, girl.
I missed a couple times.
You need some highlights. Can you put some highlights in this hair? This is washing you out.
But yeah, it's worrying. Like I said, I'm just more picky. Like I said, I'm not gonna let anyone play with me. The next time I choose somebody to be up in my life, it's gonna be the right person. You know, niggas are out here hop, skip, and jumping in relationships and trying to make them stick because they really can't be by themselves. You know what I mean? But that's one thing. And I'm gonna
Ain't that what you was doing, honey?
Men in general
meeting people at the pizza place,
by themselves, girl. Unless they're hella fucking independent.
halfway house.
But you know, unless they're like super independent, like they're good on their own, they're strong on their own. It's hard for a man to be strong on his own because he needs someone.
That type of man not gonna want you, honey. Why are y'all so delusional about this? Why? I don't get it.
But y'all know my situation. I'm gonna talk about shit like that. But I'm really not even trying to go there. Like I'm not. I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm happy for everybody. And yeah. That's right, Jennifer. It's crazy. But honestly, you guys. Veronica, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think people are that stupid. I don't know what your point of saying that is. I'm not even saying anything bad. I'm talking about experiences. We've all been. Okay, I gotta go. But look, we're gonna continue to talk on this. If you have a problem with it, don't watch. If you have a problem with it, oh well. If you have a problem with it, kiss my ass. You feel me? Because I can talk about whatever I want, and my experiences are valid, and my experiences are my experiences, and I can talk about them.
Okay,
If you
girl.
feel type of way, fuck you, okay? But if you are with me and you love me and you support me, and you guys want to keep talking about this type of shit, we can talk about it. I do want to have a video on cheating because, you know, cheating is very detrimental. Cheating means a lot. I know a lot of bitches accept it. A lot of bitches are okay with it. I am not, and they will never cheat on me again a day in their life, or it don't matter what I'm gonna do. But it's just not gonna happen. I don't even need to say that because niggas is never gonna do that. But yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my god, you cheated too. Yeah, don't take bias. But you know, after you're cheating, you've been such a good woman for so many years, giving up on babies, all types of shit. Stayed down, was there rock, did everything for it.
Olivia swears she the only person with a set of ovaries. Olivia swears she got the golden womb, bitch. Olivia, girl.
And they just keep cheating on you. That's the thing I want to talk about too. It's like, and I'm not just talking about my experience. I'm talking about this experience in general, like the whole going through cheating experience. It's so hurtful, and that shit used to fucking hurt me so bad. And I never understood.
And didn't leave.
I never understand why you keep cheating on me.
And didn't leave. And kept having kids.
Why do you keep fucking cheating on me? So yeah.
And kept having raw sex.
So fucking long, and you're being so
I get so sick of. Y'all know I'm all about women empowerment, but I get so sick of you bitches playing victim. When you are responsible for you. When you have dominion over your own life. If somebody cheats on you and that devastates you, go the fuck on about your business. Don't continue to have kids and stay and then blame why you're so fucked up on the other person. Go on about your business. And this is coming from a woman who don't have no problem going on about my business. Be it 10 years, be it 10 minutes, be it 10 days, be it 10 weeks, be it 10 months. Bitch, I'm getting the fuck on. You bitches are not content with yourself, so you can't be alone. You gotta have somebody shooting your club up. Gotta have somebody telling you cute. Gotta have somebody over there in the house, even if they're not offering you shit but dick. It's sad. Love yourself more than that.
It's so, like, not valued and shit. Yeah, bitch, you don't step out. Only a bad bitch would. What the fuck you talking about? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Yeah, I sure did get mine. And what? But this whole, like, narrative of, oh, she was the cheater first, and she just found, no. Be fucking for real. Miss me with that shit. Like I said, y'all can talk as much shit as you want, but when you talk your shit, make sure it's facts. Because don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. I know who woman I've been for the past 10, 15 years of my life. I know who woman I am standing here today from young. I know what type of mother I am. I'm a bomb-ass bitch through and through. Period. I mean,
Delusional.
like, these niggas are so mad.
Two delusional bitches in a pot.
This shit is once in a lifetime, period. Anyway,
Some like it cold and some like it
I
hot.
hate when they say it's just sex. I love you.
They think they all that. I think fucking not. Two delusional bitches in a pot.
Devaluing your situation. When you don't see any value in the person that you're with, you're gonna cheat. Period. And it should be a situation where you walk away. But instead, you try to make it right. You try to forgive. You try to blah 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 blah.
But why?
You cheat on me. Obviously, you don't value me and you don't value this relationship.
But why?
To risk it.
And half the time, people don't even be asking for your forgiveness.
When I cheated, I did value my relationship. Because at that point in my relationship, it had been so devalued to the point where I was like, if you don't see the fucking value, what the fuck am I doing? You know, type of shit.
So you turn into a cheater, a liar, a deceiver, a nasty slut bucket from the pits of hell instead of just leaving. Make it make sense.
Let me be real with y'all, and don't ever forget this, ladies, because these men out here today, they be trying to act like these men out here today don't want to be men. They don't want to lead. They have women in charge of them, women making the rules, women leading them and guiding them. No, a man leads, a man guides, a man sets the tone for the fucking relationship. So if this nigga's out here cheating, scheming, and plotting, what you fucking think that shows your girl? You think that, ew, and it's just that whole mindset of, I could be out here because I'm a man, but you need to stay down. Nigga, please. Nigga, boom.
Or you could just
Y'all do
leave.
that sexual stuff, but that's not for me. That's why I just realized that since I'm not that type of bitch to be sick. I mean, I was at one point because I had my babies, and you know, it took me a lot to cheat. It took me so much heartbreak, so much pain, so much resentment. The shit was so fucking toxic, and when I should have just walked away, I did it. I cheated, but it didn't do nothing for me. I ended up feeling worse in the end. You know. So, you know, it is what it is. I learned, and since I'm not the type of bitch to just stay down and just let you cheat, and I'm gonna be the stupid dumbass at the house, take care of kids that aren't mine. I'm just gonna bow out. I'm just gonna piece deuces and, you know, just be done. That's how it is when you learn, you know, when you learn from your experiences. Okay, Veronica, I know, right? We need to bring back Drinks with Liv. We need to bring that back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they want to lead, but need a woman for everything. Girl, they don't even want to lead no more. They want a woman to take their hand and to guide them. That's what they wanted. That's what these niggas want. Oh, period. They learned to hide it better. Girl, they learned to be ninjas. Ninja spies, okay? Girl, let me tell you, they have a whole new tactic of how they're going to get around this shit. Don't you best believe it, okay? Oh, I'm going to have information on this lake coming real soon, okay, guys? Veronica, oh my gosh. You know, I'm trying not to, Veronica. I really am. I really am. I'm not trying to push you away. But I just want somebody to be that.
Girl, a man will never take you seriously. I'll tell you like I told the other one, loose puss over there down the block. What man taking you seriously when you didn't even see it for your own fucking kids? The value of a woman comes from her being able to nurture, be caring, take care of a household, you know, womanly things. Not necessarily meaning cooking and cleaning, but you have to be able to supplement whatever your man's not doing. Which includes being nurturing because you have estrogen, baby. So what man gonna see it for you? I mean, unless he's I don't know. What man gonna see it for a woman who didn't even see it for her own kids? Yeah, I got 3 kids, but they live with their father full time. Huh? What you mean? No man is seeing it for you, love. No. That's not a thing. There's nothing sexy about that. If you're somebody with kids who is dating, one of the major attraction points would be to know that you take good care of your kids. Because if we have a future and we decide we want to reproduce, I want to know that you're going to give my kids that same love, nurturing, caring. you can't even demonstrate for a person, because not only do you have 3 kids that don't live with you, you got 4 kids and you don't take care of none of them full time. What man? So the man that you bitches seek, you could never be with. And any type of man that has something going for himself that would settle for either one of you bitches, he probably in the closet. He want to use you as a beard, bitch. He likes the ding-a-ling. He's a fudge packer. Period. But a man who actually wants a future, wants kids, wants, the American dream. Yeah, no, they're not seeing it for either one of you bitches. Like, I need y'all to just be okay with that. Everybody chooses their path, and y'all chose the path of most resistance, bitch. Y'all push, y'all shove, y'all scratching and surviving, and ain't had a good time yet. Okay? So that was Piss Pole, no car, no walls, no parenting skills. This is the Strong Mommy Chrissy and Olivia K. Johnson story. Okay?